Hey everybody! Well, today I thought we could take a look at this mock of a Gonk Droid. So this was a fan-made piece that I managed to find on eBay, and it's a pretty nice-sized Gonk Droid. So I really love the Gonk Droids on Star Wars. I kind of wish LEGO would have made an official set, like a UCS set of it. I think a lot of people would actually like that. Now, I will say, LEGO did come out recently with a very special limited edition Gonk Droid, which seems to be about the same size as this one, if not exactly the same size. That one is a really special one, and I would love to get a hold of one of those, but there was a limited edition of only 100 of them, and it's actually a puzzle. It's really cool. There's little knobs on the top up here, and you got to turn certain things, and little panels, like secret panels, open up on the bottom of the feet and on the sides and on the back. And after you do maybe 6 or 7 different moves, the actual top half of this will come off. And on the inside is a little surprise of a Blue Milk Luke, one of those limited edition poly bags of the Blue Milk Luke, which seems to be hard to get as well. So if you want one of those, good luck, first of all, trying to find one of those official limited edition sets. And also, they go for about $1,000 from what I've seen, or $700 to $1,000, which is just insane. So thankfully, I did manage to find this one on eBay, and I think this one looks really, really good. I mean, the person who built it did a really good job on it. Now, although this was a mock that was made by somebody that, decided to do one on their own, and I think the gentleman said that he came up with this design back in 2016, I did do a few changes on it. For instance, on the front here, I did add these colored bits to make it look like there's lights on the front, because originally there was just some gray tiles on there. And I just felt it kind of needed some color on there. And also on the back here, I also added these little sections here, these little lights as well. That was just a 2x2 flat square tile right there, and it just needed something else, just to kind of gussy it up a little bit. But I really love the tubing that he puts back here, because we did see that on some of the Gonk Droids, and I thought this was really cool too. On the feet, he actually added some little cables on here, which is really neat as well. So when he shipped this to me, the legs were already put together. I think he said he glued certain parts of the legs, and then he also put some blue masking tape on here to keep everything together. He said it's kind of fragile, and it may be fragile in some spots, but it's not like, really fragile. In fact, to be honest with you, I think this one actually looks better than the official LEGO set, because the ridge right here is smooth. It doesn't have any studs showing. On the original, or on the official set, there's actually studs on there. And I don't know, this one looks a little bit more refined, I guess, mainly because it doesn't have the stuff sticking out on the top, because, this top panel here is actually one big panel. On the official set, there's all those little things sticking out to activate the puzzle, movements of it, which, is cool. But in fact, I didn't even know LEGO made this big, long panel right here. I've only seen the panels that are about half of that size, so it's kind of surprised to see that. But now I don't know exactly how he made this, and one of the stipulations on the auction was that you would not share his design, because I guess this is his official design on it. And I would rather honor his wishes on it, and quite frankly, I wouldn't even know how to begin building something like this. So I just build the sets when they're in a kit. So anybody who can come up with this kind of stuff on their own, hey, I think that's really fantastic, because I really don't know. I did take the top off just to kind of see what's inside there, and there's just it's relatively hollow, but there's some solid sections in there as well. So yeah, I don't really know exactly what all was in there. And there's a little one of those 1x2 pieces that's got the little like the pattern on it. It's got the horizontal one and then the vertical on the other side, so that was kind of a nice little detail. I also like how he added this little ridge right here, which looks really good. I think he did the feet really well too. It does look like the Gonk feet, especially how the front has that kind of angled look to it. And the feet are separate, they just kind of go in on the bottom. So I will show you how this looks on the bottom right here. So that's kind of how he put it together right in there. So there might be some sideways construction going on in there. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know how he did all this. Looks like a hinged piece right there. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of, I think there's a colored, there's actually a green piece you can see down in there. If I could get the light just right. So yeah, I mean, he definitely put some time and effort into designing this and trying to figure out how all of this goes together. I love the angled bits right here, which looks very much like the official set, the way it was done as well. And like I said, he came up with this back in 2016, and yet the Lego set just came out in 2022. So, you know, I'm not really sure. There's very similar build styles in this one. But yeah, I mean, it just looks fantastic. I think he did a really good job on this. I think it's rather interesting that the official Lego Gonk Droid looks very similar to this one, considering this one came out much earlier. And so it's possible if the gentleman who made this shared this on Facebook, maybe the designers saw this and took a cue from it and decided to make the puzzle version of this using some of the build designs out of this. I really don't know, because it's very similar in the way it looks, and also the size of it is also quite similar. But you know, I think I have total respect for people that can make MOCs like this, because like I said, I just build the kits the way they are. I could never, I just don't have the mindset on how to figure out how to do stuff like this. So I think it's really cool. But this is such a neat little Gonk Droid, and I hope Lego will come out with an official large size Gonk, because I don't know anybody who doesn't love the Gonk Droid. I mean, it's just one of those cool little, you know, walking boxes, a box on legs. In fact, I wouldn't mind building a full-size Gonk Droid, because the original Gonk Droids were just made of two containers, like shipping containers or storage containers put together. That's how they made the originals. And I've seen people, there's all kinds of videos on YouTube on how to make those, and I think it's kind of cool. And there's also a bunch of reviews on the official puzzle version of the Gonk as well, if you want to check it out, because it's actually very ingenious how that works. All right, well, just a quick little video here to kind of share this with you, because I thought it was really cool, and I thought maybe some of you guys would enjoy this as well. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this kind of stuff, and I will see you on the next video. So thank you again, and have a good one.